name is Jennifer Ortiz. I'm a cath lab travel nurse. I've been a nurse for 5.5 years. So I met Jamie through a traveler that was traveling at the hospital I used to work at in Houston, Texas.
Hello, I am Jamie Graham, recruiter at Atlas MedStaff, and I met Jen through actually one of my longest travelers and somebody that I've known for going on, I'm gonna say 12 years, maybe 10.
I started just thinking about, my career path and what else I wanted to do. I'd been in the cath lab for maybe like 2 years at that point. And I think I just asked her, so what's the first thing that I need to do if I want to start travel nursing? And she said, you have to get in contact with a recruiter. And she told me about Jamie. She said that she actually knew Jamie personally because I think they're from the same town.
In Nebraska. And funny story, Kylie's actually one of the reasons that I became a recruiter, but that is a story for another day. But referrals are always so great because you've already got a connection with somebody, and then when you get a referral, those people have obviously already meshed. So there's already a trust built there.
I got in contact with her literally maybe within the next few days. And I told Jamie, I have to talk about this with my husband first. I don't know if he's gonna be too thrilled about it. And she said, well, whenever you're ready, just let me know. And so things just started happening at work, and I was like, you know what, I really need to get out of here. Jamie made it super easy, and that's how I met her. It was just through another traveler that was with us. A pro definitely is being able to experience life in different parts of the United States. Texas, it's its own country in a way. Being able to just experience different landscapes, different environments, different weather as well. I think it's super fun. I feel like I'm very fortunate with where I ended up living. The girl that I'm renting a room from, she has a little hobby farm. It's like 3 acres, and she has horses and pigs and goats and ducks and dogs and couple of gardens, and we harvested so many tomatoes last summer. I've never seen so many tomatoes in my life, but just new experiences. I think a con is just maybe getting homesick sometimes, but when I go back home, I make sure I make time for everyone. I think she is very, very quick communicator. She always gets things done, and she tries to advocate for me as well when it's needed.
Oh, Jen is one of the easiest people to work with. She's a cath lab nurse, and I really enjoy her. She's so sweet and considerate. She sent me a message actually on International Women's Day, and just little things like that just really, they mean a lot to me. And I know it's really small, but I have just really enjoyed working with her. She's so kind and patient and sweet and genuine, and that's what I look for in a traveler. I just feel like I mesh really well with people that are kind of on that same vibe as me. So
when you communicate that way and promptly and professionally, I think it can always foster a good relationship to see results as well. Make sure that you stay paid and not out of work for too long. Learning the different personalities in every cath lab. I can't go in and think I'm going to change this hospital. I don't like the way that they run something. You're there to help them. You're an extra person for them to utilize and make sure that they are adequately staffed. I know it sounds a little bit kind of like you're detaching yourself, but it's the only way to not get emotionally exhausted, contract after contract. My advice for a first-time traveler would be to keep your options open. In my experience, my very first contract here in Oregon, it took me longer than a month for me to get this because I had a goal and I wanted to have a really good contract somewhere where I could hike, get that first contract out of the way. You become more marketable in the future. make this as fun as you want it to be. Make a list of places that you want to work in. You know, give that list to your recruiter and say, this is where I want to work in the future. Keep me in the back of your mind if these contracts come up. You're gonna end up working in towns, like in the middle of nowhere sometimes. But they need help. You know, you're there to help. I think it's all been very easy. Jamie has made it super easy. And let's say recently I needed to do a drug screen for this next contract, and I'm looking at the dates, and they send me the drug screen order and where I was assigned to do the drug screen. And all I have to do is just make the appointment, and I went into the website and I couldn't find any appointment that fit my schedule. So I emailed Emily back and I said, hey, none of these times work. Can we look for a different place? So she literally sent me an email and she said, 1, 2, 3, this is what you have to do. Call this number, call this other number for this other thing. And then I'll be checking on this once you do it through. So she gave me every single step. Didn't have to look up a number. It was all right there. I just had to click call and I got it done. Next month, I'll be driving to Columbia, Missouri. That's where my next contract is. It's between Kansas City and St. Louis. My husband and I are actually taking a road trip up to St. Louis when I go up there, and we're gonna stop by the Ozarks, which we'd never gone there before, and he loved the show Ozarks. The girls that I talked to, the supervisor and the manager from that hospital, sounded super down to earth and really approachable as well when I had a conversation with them. My dream assignment as of right now is to do an assignment in Hawaii, because I have been in Oregon and it's been cold, so I feel like I need to go to the other side of the spectrum. So really, if I don't get Hawaii, I think my other option would be like Miami.
And I hope that we just keep traveling and going to new places and new adventures, and everything is as good as the first assignment. Knock on wood. I feel like the first assignment was so good, so I hope that the next one is just as good, and we keep finding those great assignments for you.